From New York, home of the Hair Club for Men, it's Peter Allen's understudy in Legs Diamond, Dick.
Hey, we're training. Go. Thank you. Welcome to the program, kids. Hi, how you doing? I thought this was kind of strange. The topic on the Donahue Show today was, did Oprah lose too much weight? Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. There you go. How's this for an idea? A couple of weeks ago, we were sitting around in a meeting, and we came up with this idea, jumpsuit night. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is jumpsuit night here on our program. What do you think? It's... like hanging around a tune-up Masters all day. When will the Dodge be ready? I say, when will the Dodge be ready?
Next week.
Here, I found this to be an interesting item in the health section of today's Times. The AMA has now issued a warning. Women should avoid using a new birth control device manufactured by Tonka. Now, Now they say it's unbelievably effective, but it's also really kind of clunky. So it's kind of clunky. Ladies and gentlemen, I think, and I did some research on this, and it's kind of an interesting fact. Up to this point in her life, Nancy Reagan has never uttered the phrase, "Where the hell are the jumper cables?" Uttered the phrase, "Where the hell?" Where am I supposed to stand, by the way? When will the Dodge be ready? Jiffy Lube, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it's quiet in here, Paul.
But yet there's a wonderful calm and peacefulness in it.
No! Yes, offset by an inner terror.
I know.
You know what it is? I think maybe orange is the one color that actually absorbs laughter. Yeah. I brought the Fiero in on Tuesday. When will that be ready? In about a week. Jumpsuit night. All right, never mind. Ladies and...
How many times?
Yes, Paul?
How many times do we have to go over this? It's
Drill at the Shoreham nuclear plant here tonight. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Paul?
I'm swinging down to FLA.
Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And what are you doing?
I'll be going to Indiana to see my family.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it'll be very nice. We always have a lovely dinner. Every family member is there. And then after dinner, we all get out on the floor and leg wrestle Mom. It's jumpsuit night. Did I mention that? I want to, we had a big show because we got to get moving. We have a huge program. We want to make sure we get everything in. But before I do the top 10 list, I was asked to pass this bit of information along. Ladies and gentlemen, and this will be the last time I make this announcement, Vanna White is the goddess of love.
Someday, when Vanna White is the goddess of love,
all your fantasies come true.
Thank you very much, Vanna. Check out Vanna. Jumpsuit night. That means in case of any kind of emergency, we are prepared. We have the crew, the staff, the management, all in jumpsuits, ready to leap into action and do whatever it is you do when you're in a jumpsuit.
It's not a comfortable feeling looking around and seeing
I
this.
know. This is the most secure I've felt in my life. I like the idea of uniformed men and women surrounding me at all times.
Me, I feel like they're going to take me away at any second.
Here is our category from the top 10 list tonight from the home office in Lincoln, Nebraska. Top 10 reasons me, Dave Letterman, have to be thankful on this Thanksgiving Eve.
You personally.
That's right.
These are your personal top 10 reasons to be thankful.
Exactly, Paul. Once again, you have crystallized my thoughts eloquently.
Thank you.
Top 10 reasons Dave Letterman, me personally, have to be thankful. Number 10, my impulsive letter to John Gotti's wife came back postage due. Number 9. Number 9, I may have already won $10 million. Number 8, Whining on TV, no longer a federal crime. Number 7, I get to fire anyone I want who looks at me the wrong way. Number 6, my Dave cologne outselling shares 10 to 1. It's jumpsuit night. Let's see, where were we? Number 5. When I get home at night, my ice maker has been working hard all day to give me nice, fresh cubes. Thank God for that. Number 4, I have a TV show on which I can say, Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. Number 3, now I don't actually have to phone Mom. Number 2, my manservant Ernesto's fabulous apple crisp. Number 1, front row tickets to Cats tomorrow and Bess Meyerson by my side. We don't do too often, but we like to include our studio audience in the very fiber of programming decisions made on this show. Is that right, Paul?
Yes, we do.
So occasionally we'll take 10 or 12 minutes out of our regular hour and we'll just turn it over to the studio audience. And if anybody up there has anything that they would like to request, we will do our best to custom deliver it on the show tonight.
That's great.
It's a little something we call Who Asked For It? Who Asked For It, exactly. Does anybody up there have... yes, ma'am, we have a rather eager young lady there. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Hi.
What is your name?
June Bremen.
June, nice to see you. Where are you from?
Westport, Connecticut.
What do you do for a living, June?
I teach high school English.
Oh, good. God bless you. What kind of money do you make doing that?
I make about $32,000 a year.
I see. And do kids tend to be better students these days than they used to be?
They're all right, yeah. Some are, some aren't.
Have you ever had to slap a kid?
No.
Have you yourself ever been slapped, Miss Bremen?
No, I
see.
haven't.
All right, what can I do for you tonight? By way, you understand what we're doing here. We're just looking for suggestions from the studio audience. Anything we can do for you.
I'd like to know what you think about during the show.
What do I think about during the show? What do I think about personally during the show?
Yes.
Hal, is there any way we can show this woman what I actually think about during the show?
Sure.
Okay. That's about it. That would be it. Me grating hams, that's what I think about. It's come to that. That's the only way I can get through this every night. I think about stamping ham with a big rubber stamp. Big hams, I stamp them. Yes, who's next up there? Hi, young fella, nice to see you.
Hi.
What is your name?
Don Montfort.
Don, where are you from?
I'm from Londonderry, New Hampshire.
What do you do for a living there?
I'm a student.
I see. Where do you go to school?
Puget Sound.
To where?
Puget Sound.
Puget Sound. What are you studying?
I'm studying French.
French, all right. What can I do for you tonight, sir?
Well, I've been doing a lot of reading about how NBC is doing a lot of cost cutting.
Right.
And I was wondering if these economy measures were affecting your show.
Well, that's an excellent question. Don, was it? Don. No, a couple of years ago, General Electric took over NBC and all of its broadcasting properties, and they started making cutbacks left and right. But fortunately, I must say, we've been very lucky here. It hasn't actually affected us too badly. Excellent. Is that the camera, Hal? All right, hang on a second. This will just take a second. No, we've been very lucky, and they're actually not bad to work with. Of course, there have been kind of day-to-day little things that... There. Is that better, Hal? Okay. Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Don. Did someone walk in? Yes, ma'am. Hi, what can I do for you tonight?
I've got a problem, Dave.
What is that?
Well, I'm trying
First
to
of all,
wrap
what is
this...
your name?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
What's the problem?
I'm trying to wrap this present for a friend of mine, and I can't seem to get the bow tied without some help.
So what do you need, like an extra finger or something to put there?
Just to put it down in the middle.
Who wants to take this one?
I'll get it, Dave.
All right, Dick. See what you can do there. All right. Is this of any help to you at all, Kelly? Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice
Thanks,
to see
Dave.
you. Yes, ma'am. What is your name, please?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Yeah. Well, gosh, that's a name you don't hear much anymore, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. Where are you from, Phoebe?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
What do you do for a living in Miami?
I'm a student at the University of Georgia.
I see. And what are you studying there?
entomology.
Entomology, which is the study of
insects.
Insects, exactly. And there's a degree that will be of absolutely no use when you graduate.
Yeah.
And are you getting pretty good grades?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and is Mom happy?
Oh, she's very happy.
Mom is very proud of you?
Yeah.
Well, good. It's another success story for us, Paul.
Yes, thrilled.
Anyway, Phoebe, what can I do for you tonight?
Well, I'm really excited that Boss Skaggs is sitting in with the band, but
Right.
I noticed that there is another musician sitting in with them, and Paul didn't introduce them. I was just wondering why.
Oh, that's right. I think it's just a matter of time. Paul, introduce the other gentleman sitting
Oh,
in
I'd be
with the
glad
band.
to. With us on percussion this evening, we're happy to have him. Glad to have you with us. Premier
Sammy
percussion.
Figueroa. Thank you. Who has our I'm sorry, what is it,
No,
Phoebe?
I meant the one with the trombone.
The guy with the trombone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Paul. Who is the gentleman with the trombone?
I don't know. I didn't ask this guy to sit in. I thought he was part of a sketch or something.
No, not for us. I thought he was part of the group. He came with Bob Skaggs and the boys.
That's Boz,
no,
but I
it's-
guess we really don't know who he is.
Yeah, we've been duped again. It's one of the-
hot dog!
Now the cops come running through here chasing.
Hold it, he's got a hostage.
Once again, like a Titan security. Do we have time for one more? All right, we have time for one more. Hi, welcome to Jumpsuit Night.
Hi.
Nice to have you here. What can I do for you, ma'am? What is your name?
My name's Ann Cassidy.
Ann Cassidy. Where are you from, Ann?
I'm from Old Greenwich, Connecticut.
What do you do for a living there?
I work here in the city for a major department store.
I see. Would you care to mention the name of the department store?
Oh, sure, Macy's.
What department are you in there?
Housewares.
Is that near Notions?
No, actually, no.
All right.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, Ann?
Well, I came right over to the show from the health club, and my hair is still a little damp from the shower.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid with the cold air in the studio that I might catch pneumonia or something.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do?
Well, we tend to keep it a little cool in here so people are as comfortable as we can possibly afford them. I tell you what, there may be something we can do. Where are you sitting?
Right over here, E14.
E14. Hal, remember the show that was in here before us, the beauty parlor show?
Yeah, the beauty parlor show, yeah.
Yeah, did they leave any of those hair dryers in here?
They did. You know, they're kind of old, but they still work.
All right, go have a seat there, Ann, and we'll see if this doesn't happen. Yeah, there you go. Be careful. Well, there you go. She's got the... So we're able to... and that's how Who Asked For It works. And we have a very good program for you to be here, and that's coming up in a matter of... What the hell is that noise? What exactly is going on up there? Is everyone all right? Oh, my God. Let's see. All right. So that was Ann Cassidy, I believe her name was. I'll phone her folks right after the show. How are you? I'm fine. Nice to see you. You look terrific. You always look terrific.
Well, you look terrific. I was just commenting on your poodle cut backstage. It's very becoming.
My poodle cut? Yeah. You're talking about my hair?
Yeah.
The seat is not warm yet, and you're taking a shot at me?
No. I was saying how handsome you look. Sort of
in a poodle cut?
Like someone was crunching your hair a little bit.
Yeah, higher flattery you can't come by. You look like a collie. Anyway, it's good to have you here. How's the big show doing? Now, it's been on a couple of weeks, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Murphy Brown is you.
Murphy Brown is me, is a correspondent on a news magazine, a TV news magazine, who is a Motown fan and sings at the drop of a hat.
Is this it's a funny show, is what it is?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what we're hoping.
Yeah. And why did you decide you wanted to do a TV show?
Well, I hadn't considered doing a TV show till I read this pilot script, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And then I had a little trouble getting it, so...
Now, what do you mean you had trouble getting it? Because I would think that people would be dying to have you in any kind of a show they could get their on the air.
Well, you've been the nicest about that in terms of that. But well, that's what I thought. I thought they'd, you know, be...
Jump at the chance to have a
or
major
hop,
star,
a hop,
sure.
Anyway.
A hop, sure.
And no, there was a little resistance from people at the network who thought that I couldn't play comedy, and they
what
weren't
network
alone.
are we talking about? This is CBS?
If I thought you couldn't say
No,
that.
you can say anything you want. CBS.
Okay, well, that was the network it was.
And who was providing the resistance?
Well, guys, you know, guys.
Guys?
Guys.
The resistance guys. But no, it was the head of programming at CBS?
Well, it was just that he you know, they're sort of between a rock and a hard place, and he just was, they were nervous about casting anybody at this point. So he did ask me to read for him, which I...
Who's he?
Well, you know, well, his name is Earl, okay?
His name is Earl. All right, so Earl asks you to come in and read for the part.
So, yeah, so I did, and it was just a little awkward because he pushed the button for his electric curtains and sort of shut out the farmer's market in the background. And,
This is in his office now.
well, yeah, it was in his office.
He has electric curtains.
Well, he's the head of programming.
Yeah, well, no wonder these folks are number 3 if the guy is spending all day picking out motorized curtains for the office.
I think he might have inherited the motorized curtains, but he closed the curtains, so it was a little crypt-like.
So you're now sealed in there like you're going to vote or something.
It was very dark, and it came out a little more like Strindberg than like comedy. But in the end, all was fine, and they've been very supportive.
Are you enjoying yourself? Is it a lot of fun to do?
Yeah. I'm having a terrific time, and I love the people I work with, and it's a really funny, smart show.
That's good. And you spent your summer where?
In France.
Honestly, I want to talk more about this.
I know, you like that
Yeah,
part.
I like the notion of that.
No, but I actually meant it very positively.
Oh, I know, sure. Now, explain, I want to talk to you about France again. You spend half a year there usually. Half of your year is in France, is that right?
Well,
town?
now it's shorter, depending.
You're working here on the show. What town in France?
It's in the southwest, near Toulouse.
Toulouse?
Toulouse, yes.
And is this where your husband is from?
No, but it's where he's had a house for 20 years.
And that must be just beyond being a romantic existence, living in France.
Yeah, it's like 100 years ago.
Are people nice to you there?
Very
Because
nice.
we hear so much talk that if you go to Paris, the people would be snotty to you.
Well, they're not nice to me in Paris.
Is it only Paris?
Well, it's worst. It's worst in Paris.
Yeah.
But no, they're very nice where we are, and they're very dignified, and they're very.
Do you ever
very
have to
polite.
remind them that you're an American? Put them
No.
in their place?
No. No. They don't quite see it that way, you know. They have such a basic contempt for Americans.
Do you do your own cooking, your own hunting, your own fishing? What goes on there?
We do a lot of cooking, and we have a lot of market towns around us where we go, and people bring their sheep and their geese and their, you know.
Is it on a hillside? Is it wine country? Is it?
It's sheep country.
Sheep country.
It's your basic sheep country.
That makes horrible wine, don't they? The sheep.
Actually, and we're next to wine country too.
Does it ever occur to you that you just had enough of this lovely, quaint, bucolic French existence?
There have been times where we had been there for a long time and we got a little cabin fever, but basically we love it there. But it's always a nice culture shock to come back to New York.
And when the cabin fever sets in, what do you start doing then? Target practice around the house? Clean the handguns and go to work?
We kill a chicken, you know, anything.
No, you don't kill chickens.
No, but I mean you do. It's hard to find a dead chicken when you go to the market there. You have to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they come flapping.
So they're that fresh.
Yeah, it's not a great place for vegetarians.
Now, is this true that 20 years ago, the producer of 60 Minutes offered you a job on that show?
I think it was more like 18, okay? And and yeah, I did audition for 60 Minutes, and Don Hewitt asked if I would do it, but I wanted to have the flexibility to be able to do films such as Oliver's Story. So I didn't take the job on 60 Minutes, and I've been paying for it ever since.
Now, what were you going to do on 60 Minutes? Those little Andy Rooney things, or?
No, it was more in the sort of correspondent line.
Now, that would have been a whole different deal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But did you have a background in journalism?
Well,
so
I
to
had
speak?
been doing a lot of journalism then.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would have been, do you ever speculate as how your life would be different had you taken that job?
Yeah, but not excessively, because I'm very happy the way it is.
Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to friends in Connecticut.
Really?
I can't tell you.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
No,
I
well,
mean, I didn't mean...
We're going to friends in Connecticut. One of them happens to be a correspondent.
Right, I see.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Can I come with you?
Sure. Sure.
Is it going to be a large group of people?
No, it's just a family gathering, and they would be thrilled to have you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm bringing Poodle Boy with me. Geez, you look great. Thanks for being here.
Well,
what
thank you.
What do you want to do now?
Now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
You mean like dinner?
Sure. You want to have dinner?
Sure.
Screw this. We got a half an hour to eat. Paul, you can chew up a half an hour here, can you?
Go ahead. Have a good time, kids.
All right, we'll do that. Candace and I are leaving now for dinner.
Someday, when Vanna White is the goddess of love.
All your fantasies come true.
All right, thank you very much, Vanna. We'll look forward to that. It's time again, ladies and gentlemen, for another one of our Calvert DeForest Pan American Goodwill Tour updates. All right, stop it. None of this ever works. There he is. Of course, Calvert DeForest is the talented actor who portrays Larry Bud Melman on this program. And a couple of weeks ago, we loaded these guys, Calvert himself, into a camper, and we wanted him to drive all the way from New York down through Mexico, Central America, into South America, all the way down here to the southernmost point of Argentina, located very close to the desk mic, down here at Tierra del Fuego. And we've been checking in with them every night via the phone, and we have the picture phone. And through this, we've been sort of enjoying their experiences on the road. Hey, Paul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we've done 5 of these reports, and none of them have gone anywhere. So let's keep our fingers crossed that tonight might actually provide, just an ounce of entertainment. Okay, I understand he's standing by on the phone. Do I depress this button? All right, this should be the voice of Calvert DeForest. Hello, Calvert. Oh, God. Well, the string is intact, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Hello. Oh. Some kind of insurrection down there near the border. Thank you very much. We hope you've enjoyed this, the latest of the Calvert DeForest Pan American Goodwill Tour updates. Gosh, I know I have. Thank God for these guys in the jumpsuits, eh?
Line 3.
Huh? What, Hal?
Try line 3.
Line 3, all right. We seem to be getting a dial tone there, Hal.
Yeah, we just want to check for the dial tone.
Everything's fine then.
So I should stay in my apartment between noon and 6 and a repairman will come out, Hal? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, it's ringing again. Hell, what if it's not him? I don't care. Anybody phoning will get on the air tonight. Hello, Calvert.
Hello, David.
Calvert, what happened? We lost you there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It wasn't Banditos, was it?
Not yet, David.
Now, Calvert, where exactly are you?
We're in Nuevo Laredo. It's about 200 miles out of New York.
You've been drinking, haven't you?
Not yet, David, but I soon will.
Nuevo Laredo is right across the border from Laredo.
Yes, David.
And tell us, what is the flavor of this Mexican city?
I haven't seen much of it yet, David.
And what have you seen?
Just going over the bridge into Nuevo Laredo, and we're staying at the American Consulate.
All right, I'll tell you what, this would be a good opportunity for you to send us along a photo of what's going on down there.
All right.
Can you do that?
Why, sure.
Is your picture phone functioning?
I believe it is.
Okay, this will be, we have to be very close. Oh, you know, Calvert, these pictures are becoming more and more dramatic.
Why, thank you, David.
This could have been taken in the office here in New York.
No, but it isn't, David. It's in the Mexican Consulate.
You sound...
I mean, American Consulate.
You sound discouraged.
Georgia, I'm not well, David.
What's the matter?
I feel lousy, David. I'm just sick of traveling. And please, let me take this beard off. I'm getting a rash from it, David. It's annoying me.
You know, you've only been gone a couple of weeks, and
I know, David, but still, I mean, I'm at the point now. I'm getting agita.
Just get a hold of yourself. Stop whining.
David. I can't, David.
Let me see. Is the consulate there?
Yes, he is.
What is his title? What do we call this guy?
His name is Manuel Guerra.
All right, let me see a picture of him. This is the stupidest, most pointless piece of video equipment I've ever seen in my life. We could get more out of a courtroom artist. Listen, Calvert, now you've got to make better time. You haven't even really crossed into Mexico, but one...
David, we're having insurance problems, and
Yeah.
we have to go back to Laredo. We need an alternative transportation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, but you have to be in Tierra del Fuego soon.
Well, it all depends. We can straighten this out with these insurance problems and other transportation. Otherwise, we can't do anything.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Are you carrying a gun?
Not as yet, David. I haven't had any need for it.
Well, look into that, and I think that'll straighten out all of these insurance problems.
I don't know, Dave. I may not be alive then.
Now, all right, now, in all honesty here, be candid with me on this. Do you want to come home or do you want to continue?
I'd like to come home.
Let me repeat the question. In all
sincerity, David, I want to come home.
In all honesty, do you want to come home or do you want to go on?
I want to come home, David.
Listen, I have a favor of you. Don't try and get a hold of me tomorrow. I'll be having Thanksgiving with my family.
No, David, don't do that. Come down and spend it with us.
Yeah, right. Okay. You guys, you straighten out the insurance problems and keep moving.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Uh-huh.
All right, keep your chin up. Bye. What program? Our next guest does on that television program.
Yeah, that's it. We're neck and neck with the Cosby Show. And last week we pulled ahead. Yeah.
You can play at this game. Ring, ring. Yes? There'll be no show tonight. Ah, thank you. There's no show. Oh, I fooled myself. Genius. Acting. Thank you.
Governor Dukakis rebuttal.
I can't believe I'm losing to this guy.
That's all for this edition of the People's Court.
Oh, the sweet, sublime feeling of complete obedience to your evil master. Come, serve me, the Prince of Darkness. I command it. Serve me.
Let's go.
Wait 1 second.
Obey me. Obey me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Lovitz. Thank you, boys. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
How you been?
Pretty good. Well, lately, I mean, my head's been in the clouds a little.
What's the matter?
Well, I had a date the other night, and
right.
We had a really good time, you know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so, well, we went home, and, you know, we're having sex for like 3 hours, you know. I mean, great sex. Yeah.
3 hours?
Yeah, and then I realized, I'm not gay.
I'll bet your face was red, huh?
Yeah, I see a red face.
now, when you do those characters, I know this is a dumb kind of question that you would expect to get on a talk show. But when you do those characters on the show, where do they come from? I know that's a really elementary.
No. Well, like the liar was like an inside joke. Master Thespian was like.
Tell me about the inside joke.
Oh, well, there's a girl, a friend of mine I was trying to pick up on, and she says she liked the guy with the fat wallet, right? So I'd say, well, you know, my dad just had 15 oil wells come in. Mm-hmm. And she'd say, yeah, right. And I go, well, I am a pathological liar. And then I started doing it at the Groundlings Theater, and I wrote a thing where, not that Alcoholics Anonymous is funny, but I thought of Pathological Liars Anonymous. And I thought of a guy who'd get up and say his name and, you know, say, I'm Tommy Flanagan, and president of Pathological Liars Anonymous. You know, in fact, I'm the president of that organization. And just starts lying about it.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, it was hilarious. You know, you gotta let them go sometimes.
Do I know that feeling? At any rate, okay, and then the other characters, who else do we have?
Oh, well, I got a new one I've done a show. It's like, goes, you want to get ahead in this business? I have one piece of advice for you. Get to know me. Get to know my likes, my dislikes, what makes me tick, what makes me me. What's my favorite color? Do I always come to life in the spring? Get to know me. Now, here's a letter from a man who lives in Manhattan. Dear John, before I got to know you, I was nothing, no or nobody. I was struggling like the Dickens and didn't have a cent to my name. In fact, I didn't even have a name. I couldn't afford one. And then I got to know you. And today they call me Donald Trump. Get to know me.
Who is the sportscaster? Is there a sportscaster? You must do a sportscaster.
Yeah, Vinny Barber goes in.
Thank God. Thank God you do a sportscaster.
Yeah, ain't it? So it goes, yeah, goes and we're back. back. Oh, what a game it's going to be. I'm Vinny Baba, the voice of the Chicago Cubs. And back to the game. And the windup. There's a 1-2 pitch on the way. It's a hit. Ball's going back, away back to the wall, over the roof. I don't believe it, folks. A 1,000-foot home run in this game one of the World Series. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if that ball landed in the Great Lakes right about now. And oh, I can feel the splash clear up to here. And look, here comes a fish, and he's got the ball in his mouth. Well, will it be ruled an outdoor home run? He's wearing a Cubs uniform. He's out.
Did you grow up listening to guys, various baseball announcers when you were a kid?
Yeah, well, like from when I was like 7 to like 15, I was just obsessed with baseball.
Yeah.
That's all I.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to either be a baseball player and then an actor. But when I was like Willie Mays was God to me, you know. And
how old were you when you liked Willie Mays?
I was about from like 7 to 15. Actually,
could you have seen him play in those days?
Yeah, oh yeah. When I was like 13, I'm from Los Angeles. I went to Dodger Stadium, and they were having a Giants game. And I brought my mitt, you know, to catch foul balls, and I got really lucky, and I got to go down in the field and meet him.
You actually met Willie Mays?
Yeah, I was, you know, and I said hi, and he like autographed my glove, you know, and it was great. And then he goes, well, here's my hat, and he like put his hat on.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we started playing catch, you know, and we're throwing the ball, you know. And he said, say, hey, John.
He did. He said, say, hey, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, you ever think about acting? And I said, no, not really. And he said, well, you might want to think about it, babe. And I said, well, thanks, Willie.
Willie Mays called you babe?
Yeah.
And what about Michael Dukakis? Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, I went to a rally, but this was early, before we did Saturday Night Live this year. And I met him. I said, you know, they go, this is John Lovitz from Saturday Night Live. And I said, hi, I'm going to be playing you on the show. And he goes, well, you got the right profile. And he invited me to the White House. You know, he goes, would you like to come? So I'm going as far as I know.
You see, that deal is off now.
I know. And then I got to meet him at a rally, like the final rally they had here in New York. And I said, oh, remember I met you? I said I was going to play on the show. And he said, oh, yeah, you were great. And he goes, I told 3 of my friends, I said, hey, this guy does me better than me. He goes, you were great. You know?
Yeah. Was that fun for you to meet him?
Oh, yeah, it was thrilling because, I mean, these guys running for president, and I felt like I'm, like, you know, part of history. Not that I'm part of it, but at least get to watch it. And I went to his celebration party where he gave his concession speech, you know, and his victory party.
And who's on the show Saturday?
Well, on Saturday Night Live, we're off
You're
this
off
week.
this Saturday,
But then the following week, there's Danny DeVito, and then Kevin Kline, and then Melanie Griffith.
Great.
And, yeah.
Nice to see you.